Hello, welcome to my camper. Would you like to come inside? Come on in. What is up, everyone? We just spent the past 8 weeks renovating our Keystone Cougar 29 RLI, and it's finally time for a big reveal. So I'm gonna do a full walkthrough for you. Let's get started. So for our backsplash, we chose an actual peel and stick tile, and then we grouted around it. We bought this at Lowe's, and I think it really opens the space up. It brightens everything, and I think it's beautiful. We got rid of the microwave, and we replaced it with this floating shelf. I love this because it's easy access to all of our stuff. Okay, so next is the island. We did have an island here before. However, it wasn't very practical. There wasn't a lot of storage space underneath. There wasn't a ton of counter space, and I just didn't like the look of it, so we replaced it. My dad built us this custom island. We use this faux butcher block again, and it is beautiful. Reason why we did that, it's cost effective and it's way lighter than actual butcher block, but it's also lighter than the countertops that were in here before. So now my favorite part of the island, and that is the kitchen sink and these beautiful lights. We've got them both from IKEA. Very cost effective, and it really brings out that farmhouse vibe that we were looking for. And also, check this out. So my dad built us shelves on the side of the island, and I think they're beautiful. So this section used to be like an entertainment section. We already had this beautiful fireplace, and we wanted to make it a little different from what it was, because there was a TV mounted here, and the space is essentially too small for our TV. So we took the TV mount out, and we made this our coffee and wine bar. So all of the stuff that's in here and down there is our coffee and spirits, and we still have a nice little fireplace, so it's just kind of homey. I really like it. So it was very important to us to create a comfortable yet functional space. So what we did was we made this day bed that pops up into a dinette. So it's really easy to pop up this table and turn it into a dinette. All I have to do is remove this cushion, and then this pops up like so. Da, 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 da. And now we can eat lunch. So we handmade these cushions. We used a memory foam mattress that we cut with an electric knife, and we sewed all the cushions together to create this ginormous, very comfortable space. We also got rid of some storage cabinets that were on the wall, so we wanted to create a space where we could have storage. So there's plenty under here, right? So you just take the pillows off, and then we created this little pull tab for storage. So it's a little messy right now because we're still in the process of moving, but each bench has storage. Functional. So when we purchased the fifth wheel, there was actually a leather couch with a pull-out sofa. It had little end tables on the side, but it really didn't have enough space for all of us to sit. So this kind of creates more of a family vibe. Which brings us to this space. So this is a corduroy beanbag. It's a queen size, and there's a mattress that comes out of it, so it will like kind of fit in this area for when we have guests, or if we just want to lay on the floor and watch TV. It's really going to be some added comfort and welcoming for all of our guests. So we ended up taking the doors off of these cabinets just to kind of open up the space a little bit more and to add some decor. I think it makes it look a little homier, and we didn't really have anything else to put up there, so why have the doors? Helen needed a workspace, naturally, so we created this desk out of the same material as the countertops, and we added these hairpin legs from Amazon. I think that it's very minimalistic and it fits Colin's vibes. So we can't forget about the curtains. All of our windows are different sizes and random, so you can't just buy normal curtains that you would put in a house. So we made all the curtains. I bought the fabric from Hobby Lobby and we used a sewing machine. We just essentially hemmed all of the sides. And then I bought these at IKEA and Walmart. They're different sizes. You put them on a dowel rod and we're good to go. So I actually saw this on someone else's Instagram. They use these leather handles that you use for like drawers and stuff as the curtain rod hanger. It was way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. My dad ended up creating something for us to put behind it so we could actually attach it to the wall. Hard work, but worth it because I think they look great. So this is our new entertainment center. There used to be cabinets up top, and so we removed them and we made it more functional for us. So this is where we were able to put our 50-inch TV. We mounted it on the wall. It swivels and it is perfect. So the bottom here, the design is not super ideal. I wanted to change it, but we couldn't because there's something underneath of here and we have this breaker box. So we just painted it and now we have some extra storage. We did replace the countertop to make it more of an angled approach versus it was kind of like cut out like this and I didn't like it. But I think it looks great. So now on to my favorite room of the RV. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. First of all, I need to talk to you about these doors. So we clearly painted them our beautiful coastal plain green, and then we made this design with wood. So I think it adds something fun. They kind of look like trees and I kind of dig it. So welcome to our bathroom. Guys, I love this space. We clearly painted the walls. I actually added a Sharpie accent. I saw something where I could stencil it, but I didn't have the stencil and I was impatient, so I just hand drew it all. We got this beautiful vessel sink. Love this faucet, and my very favorite is the shower. So my main goal when designing the bathroom is that I wanted it to feel like an outdoor spa. The shower used to have glass doors and they were just kind of constricting, and I didn't want to clean the shower doors all the time. So we replaced it with the shower curtain. We got this beautiful tile, the stone tile, so we grouted that, and my dad even created this custom bamboo-esque mat. I really do feel like it all kind of comes together and feels like an outdoor spa. So now for our final room of the RV, and it's obviously the bedroom. We made some changes in this area. We have a beautiful peel and stick as our backsplash or headboard per se. This used to have a wood frame on top, but we were kind of hitting our heads. We didn't really like it a lot. And the closet, we changed the closet. This closet used to have 3 doors, similar to the one here in the linen closet, but we took them off and we replaced them with a curtain. So we used the same hanging mechanism of all of the other curtains, but I actually bought these. They're like for kitchen curtains. They matched just fine. And then so we just do this and it's our clothes, which is kind of messy right now because we didn't organize it, but that's what we did for our closet. I know you love this bedding just as much as we do. Okay, so we went with Betty's bedding, and if you don't know what that is, you need to know what it is because it is the easiest, most comfortable bedding we've ever had. Guys, it goes on like a fitted sheet. And then when you're ready to go into bed, it unzips. How incredible is that? You just zip it back up. It's like an adult sleeping bag, but it unzips all the way because I'm kind of like claustrophobic when it comes to my legs. I want my legs to be able to move freely, but it unzips all the way. Okay, so we did the bedroom doors the same as the bathroom, but they slide, which is really nice. But before, there used to be a clear plastic attachment, I guess, for the doors to stay closed while we are driving. So we kind of made something a little better. And we bought these pulls from Hobby Lobby and we just attached them with hooks. So it looks a little more aesthetically pleasing and the door won't fly open while we're driving. So our last major change in here is the floor. So the middle actually had the hard floor already, but the slides were carpet. But what we did was we replaced it all. So we used the click and lock flooring and we just essentially transformed the entire RV. And I love the look of it. I love the color. I think it matches everything really well. There's a nice mixture of light and dark. So when it gets dirty, you can't necessarily see it all. And you know, Oli sheds all the time. So it just kind of uses some camouflage. So doing the flooring on the slide was a little tricky because obviously it moves in and out and we wanted to make sure nothing got stuck. So on the main floor here, we had to pound the flooring in as far as it could go. And then on the actual slide itself, it kind of angles down. So we just cut the pieces and glued those down and then we added a trim and everything works just fine.